Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Libra, and see what the cards have to say. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking your spirit guide animal cards and moving these over to the side. At the end of the tarot reading, these will be layered on top of the tarot to give extra insight, a deeper voice to what Spirit is saying, and I just love the combination. Right? And I'm going to be taking your Sacred Earth Oracle cards and seeing what they have to say about January 16th to the 31st, 2020 for Libra. January 16th to the 31st, 2020, 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 Libra. Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. All right, this one right here, which is connection, strong connection to people, places, things, Libra. And this one right here, revolution. A connection with a revolution of self, a changing of self, a way that things are moving forward that's pushing you out of your comfort zone and is kind of breathtaking to you. So that is really quite beautiful. Right, and then these are your chakra cards. So show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Libra, January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Libra. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, which is clarity, right? And that is the third eye chakra. Right, and yeah, this one right here, which is psychic development, which is also the third eye chakra coming through. So your third eye chakra is really going to be playing a huge part in this time for you, because there's a sense of an awakening that you hadn't anticipated, being able to see things and intuitively understand things that really does. It pushes you out of your comfort zone, but it has you growing in a way that feels like a revolution of soul and of self, that connects you to your higher power and to the place that you were born to be. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Libra, January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Libra. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. All right. At the center of everything, we have the Three of Cups. You're crowned by the Ace of Cups, so that's beautiful. And then we have the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Hermit, Virgo energy. This is a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. Ten of Pentacles, which is a brilliant ending. The Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Page of Wands, a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. All right. So let's just take a moment right here. I'm just going to look at the cards quietly for a minute. Okay, so what's interesting here is that at the heart of everything during this time is a sense of betrayal. And at the sense of betrayal, because this is how I read the Three of Cups. If I try to read it any other way, if you've watched my videos before, you know this is how I always read it. But if I try to read the Three of Cups any other way, it just doesn't hold true. It doesn't ring true. For me, the Three of Cups is trusting somebody and, having a faith in them. It's whether, you had a faith in them because you were supposed to have faith in them. They were a teacher, they were a parent, they were a figure of authority, and they betrayed you. Or you had faith in somebody, you loved somebody, you trusted somebody, they were your best friend, they were your partner. It does not matter. But they betrayed you and they hurt you deeply. And that's what's coming through here. And so Spirit wanted me to start with that hurt being at the heart of things, because what you're doing by opening up your third eye chakra right here and embracing a psychic development. Now, you do not have to think that you yourself have any psychic power whatsoever. The answer to that is that, of course, you do. That's your intuition, it's your sixth sense, it's your gut feel. And if you develop it, you could do this. You could read tarot cards. You could, talk with Spirit. And it would be something that a lot of you found very comforting, Libra, because you are that sort of sign to be drawn to this type of stuff, to be drawn to things of the heart. So here, what I'm seeing is a clarity comes and you start to grow. You start to grow more, with more stability, with more security, with more of an understanding of yourself. Meditation would be highly beneficial for you during this time, because you're going to have a lot coming at you. And if you don't calm and center your mind, you're going to be overwhelmed and feel off your path, off your truth. And that's going to make things a lot harder for you, because you're also going to feel rather alone. And as a Libra, if you feel alone, if you feel left, that is one of the worst feelings you could possibly have. So here, even if you like being by yourself, you need those people that you love in your life. Even if it's just a phone call, even if it's just kind of touching base through a text or something to that effect, every now and then, you'll need that during this time, most definitely. Meditation helps center you. Your dreams are going to bring you power, to bring you understanding, and to bring you clarity. But you're going to see that as you grow, you become more clear within yourself, more passionate within your power. This leads you to your psychic development. This leads you to a sense of really trusting your gut and trusting yourself. Healing and cleansing your third eye during this time would be highly beneficial for you. This could be listening to a third eye chakra cleanse. If you watched me before, I love the Tibetan singing bowls. If you could listen to a Tibetan singing bowl cleanse for the third eye chakra, that would be great. Or just a chakra cleanse with the Tibetan singing bowls, that would be wonderful. I love the way the music just kind of goes through you. So here, you're going to see that as you open up your third eye, as you heal the negativity that has blocked your sight, that has kept that eye closed, right? Even just visualizing, there we go, golden light over your third eye, healing away any of the negativity around the chakra, which the light of that chakra is violet or indigo, depending on what you read. This color is violet. So there is this deep sense of clearing out any Spirit is saying any imperfections, any kind of, it is, I'm at a loss for the word for it. It's staining, okay? It's holding it from its purest form. And the word is just lost from my mind. But as you cleanse it, as you get rid of the debris, you move forward. And you'll see yourself start moving forward in much more security, being much more profoundly aware of what you desire and where you stand and why you're making the choices that you make, right? And where it is that you want to be. This leads you to connection. This leads you to a greater connection with yourself. This leads you to a greater connection with what you want and where it is that you want to be and how it is that you want to move forward. So as you connect, you also connect with the earth, with the essence of why you are choosing what you choose and walking the path that you are walking. And there's going to be a revelation for you. This revelation comes at a time where you think, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be surprised. Everything is just the same, same old humdrum kind of thing. No, this revolution is going to be rather shocking. And it's going to be something that your inner voice, by opening up your third eye chakra, by really listening to your connection with Spirit, has been trying to say for quite some time. And now that you're listening to it, you find yourself, you're empowered, you find yourself built up, you find yourself stronger than ever before. And that's where we have the hurt of the Three of Cups coming in, that hurt, that pain that you have carried with you, it starts to fall away. Now, this pain can be around an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. It can also be around the way that you move forward in your prosperity. It can be both of these things. It can be, moving forward in your prosperity, wanting to achieve your goals, and then having someone who is either an earth sign energy or who is astoundingly logical, but to the point of being really annoying, really frustrating for you. So here, there is a sense of you putting your head down and you saying, okay, you know what, I know you're trying to distract me because there's a person of the forest right here trying to distract the rider. I'm not going to be distracted. I am moving forward. And there's a ferocity to you during this time. There's a sense of power and ambition and drive that is leading you towards your goals. And you're going to find that it goes against what this person has said, how this person has treated you in the past. And you will have the greatest urge to want to kind of shove it in their face. Look at what I do. Look at who I am. Look at how great I am. Stop, because it's not going to make a lick of difference to this person. They're not going to care. They do not care really about anybody but themselves. They actually live a lot within fear and within doubt, and they kind of vomit that onto other people. I know that's a lovely image, but here, as you move forward, you embrace your prosperity, you embrace your success, you embrace your power, and that leads you to taking a gift from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. Now, I don't have you taking it quite yet, but I do know that this is going to be a gift that you take by the end of this time period, right? And this is a gift of love, of healing, of cleansing. There can be tears shed during this time of, can I do this? Am I ready for this change? Am I ready to move forward in the way that I want? Am I ready? And that's the question. But this is kind of like ready or not, here it comes. Divinity is handing you this gift that cleanses your heart and cleanses your soul. And again, it can bring tears, but it's also going to lift you and bring you a new passion. It's here that I see fire and I see wings and I see you flying to new heights. And as you do so, okay, as you embrace this passion, as you embrace this desire, you move forward. You move within this gift and you start to see things really changing, really going after these goals, really going after what you desire and where you want to be. And the change is going to happen rather quickly. And again, it's ready or not, here it comes. So hold on and embrace this ride. You're also leaving behind something with the Eight of Wands. Yet you're leaving behind something that just isn't right for you. It isn't going to be right. It isn't you. It isn't the way that you see the situation. And now it's time for you to move forward. Now it's time for you to go after what you want and what you desire. As you do so, you have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is doubting, is sitting there and going, oh my gosh, was I fair? Was I just? I was being too mean. I know I was. This is my minor arcana justice card, and you guys are represented by the justice card in the major arcana. So this is you in the minor arcana, and it's kind of an undeveloped sense of justice, right? And here, as you are moving forward, as you are going after what it is that you want, you're going to be afraid that you stepped on people's toes. You're going to sit there and think, okay, my words really do have a tremendous impact on this person. And the fact of the matter is, and I don't mean this to sound rude, they don't. You're going to be worrying about something. You're going to be putting this pressure on you, Libra, to sit there and say, I have to be just, I have to be fair, I have to be, all these things. And you're going to forgive anybody who isn't just or fair or kind to you, but you're not going to forgive yourself. And here it's going to pull at you. You're also going to find that you try to do 15 million different things. And as you try to do 15 million different things, you just burn yourself out. You have to have clear boundaries during this time. You have to look at what it is that you want and the way that you want to move forward and start being just and fair to yourself. Because once you do, you rise from the ashes. And it's not that you had to fall. People sit there and say, why do we always have to rise from the ashes? And it's not just you, Libra, who says it. Every single sign, whenever I say you rise from the ashes, they're like, why? Why do we have to be like the phoenix and be reborn? Every single person. And what I think is beautiful about the phoenix analogy is every day you are a different person. Every day you are reborn. So think of sleep as the ashes. Think of awakening as, waking up each day, as the rising, because you rise out of bed. You rise out of your slumber. You rise out of your state of sleep, and you rise to new heights, to new abilities, to new passions, to new understandings. Now, this is also saying here that a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, can be pulling at you and exhausting you. Boundaries need to be set, and you need to be really clear with that. Or there's just somebody who has a lot of passion about them. They're really driven, they're really ready to go, and they want to pull you along with them. Your speed and their speed isn't going to match up. It's going to make you feel guilty. Oh my gosh, I have to change this. Because they're not going to feel guilty. They're so caught up. And this person being so caught up is going to make you feel like, oh, seriously, I've done something wrong. Step back. Step back. This is also childlike energy. A page is a student, is a child. So with this childlike energy can come a childlike enthusiasm that needs to be curtailed, right? So here, but it's also going to feed you. So kind of being that balancing force, being that force of balance and justice and understanding is going to be good for this person. But it's also going to be good for this side of you, this passionate side of you, this side that is calling you forward. Because you might say, Dane, I don't have somebody in my life that's pulling me along, that wants me to, do this and to do that. I would love to have that person. But there's going to be a side of you, Libra, that during this time is saying, okay, I need to get this done, and I need to get that done, and I need to move forward this way, a childlike enthusiasm. That is going to be absolutely brilliant. It serves you so well, but it's also going to be overwhelming for you because you're going to have these two sides to your personality, which is one, yes, I have to do this. Yes, I have to go after this. The other, I need balance. I need security. I need stability. I need plans. I need structure. And you know what? The two can go together really nicely, but you need to give yourself that permission because there's going to be a part of you here that thinks, oh my gosh, if I need this, I'm weak somehow, or I'm not doing my best. I'm not trying my hardest. It's not true. It most definitely isn't true because here, with the Virgo energy shining forward, all right? Now, this can be a strong link to a Virgo right here because the Knight of Pentacles is a Earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, and this, of course, is the Hermit, is a Virgo energy. You are moving forward. You are moving forward to what you want. And as you are moving forward, you are turning inward. And you have to kind of close a door on either a chapter or a person or a way of being and sit there and say, this is what I want. This is what I need. I'm following the light within me. And the light within me shines so brightly that I can be guided by it. It's like this stick here. You lean on your passion. All right? You lean on what you desire, but don't let yourself get carried away. You need to do step by step and check in with yourself emotionally. Why? I very much believe that we are emotional beings. As emotional beings, we need to check into our hearts because so many times we sit there and think, okay, we're just logic, or I'm just going to tell you the facts, and then we can be really mean to people. I don't know if you've experienced it. I know I have. And sometimes it's just like, okay, let's remember the people that are involved and let's remember humanity, because it is so important. So as, excuse me, as you are moving forward, as you are going after what you want, as you are answering the call of your heart and of your soul and of yourself, turn inwards, look at your heart. You have to. Because if you just break it down to logic, which is going to actually be very easy for you during this time, because the emotions are going to be so overwhelming, and it is going to hit you on a point where you're kind of insecure. When you're insecure about something, and it's kind of saying here, Libra, that if you face this insecurity and you say, okay, it doesn't have the power over me that it once did, you are actually going to see that it doesn't have the power over you that it once did. You are actually moving forward towards the goals that you want. Yes, because you have the 9 right here. And this is going into the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is worry, it's doubt, it's fear, it's not being able to sleep well at night, it's sitting there and being overwhelmed and, unsure about things and really questioning everything. And it's keeping you up, it's looking at things, it's playing over your conversations, those you've already had, right? Do not live in the past. You're going to have a strong inclination to want to, kind of really, really, really dig into and microanalyze every single thing that happens, especially at night, or to kind of escape things at night instead of sleeping. You need to sleep because you need to follow the light within you, and you need that light to be bright. And in order for that light to be bright, you need to take care of yourself. The worry, the doubt, the fear, the apprehension, the questioning, that's all really good. You should question, you should seek. What did the Buddha say? Question, even if it comes from me, question it. Seek it out for yourself. And that's going to be part of what you do. That's what leads you to this revolution. That's what leads you to holding wisdom in your hands, to having you fly to new heights, to embracing the phases of the moon, to know that life is all about flux and change and new perspective and new ideas. And as you do so, it's actually going to be calming to you to sit there and say, okay, I can have multiple ways of looking at one situation and not needing to know the answers. This isn't a time of answers spelt out, black and white page, black text. Everything is just so clear. And that's how so many of us want life to be. I know I would love it if life came with a rule book and a handbook and said, this is what you're supposed to do and this is what each age is supposed to look like. I mean, I'd probably wind up breaking all those rules anyway, but it would be nice to have a guideline and say, oh, this is how other people are thinking about it. And this is why it doesn't mesh with what I'm thinking. So here you're going to go through that same thing. You're going to think, okay, I need that rule book, or I'm trying to follow that rule book. And that rule book is your interpretation of why people do what they do. But everybody is so complex, and everybody comes with their own baggage as to how they view the past. And so here, set yourself free from that baggage. Set yourself free and say, this is a new journey. This is a new me. Every day I wake up, it is a new me. And I'm leaving the past behind each day. Do not try to rip everything apart. By that I mean, rip conversations apart, see where you went wrong, beat yourself up over it, because you're going to have that inclination. No, let your light lead you. Okay, be that hermit, kind of step back and let the light of your inner self, your inner soul lead you. And that leads you towards your passion, that leads you at a gallop towards what you want to achieve. It actually leads you towards prosperity, though you're not going to see it right now. Right now, you're going to feel as if you're going through this transformation that is rather uncomfortable. And as it is uncomfortable, you're pushed out of your comfort zone, but you are pushed into a place you will be pushed into a place that feels more comfortable for you, that feels right, that feels as if this is who I am, and this is where I need to stand. This is what I've been waiting for. This is the connection with my truer self, with my true self. And as you embrace that connection with your true self, you embrace a prosperity that is abundant. You have the 10 of Pentacles here, which, is these fairies and humans getting together and listening to stories, listening to ideas, just sharing of a wealth of knowledge. So this is wealth, or something you value as much as money coming into your life. Prosperity, success, bounty. And there are going to be times as you are embracing this prosperity, as you are listening to this music, as you are embracing the art of abundance, that doubts come up, that you meet roadblocks. And it's going to be a roadblock very similar to the one that you have been through before, to the 3 of Cups, to this person who has betrayed you, this person who has hurt you. And you're going to sit there and be like, what the heck, really? Like, are you serious? I can't do this. I'm not doing this again. And that's going to be your first reaction. And if really, seriously, this is saying to you, no, this person reminds you too much of a person that you had gone up against before, and you don't want to play this game. You're not interested in this game. Step back. Step back. Know that you've already won, and there's nothing that you have to prove. So if you need to leave the situation, leave it. Leave it, saying, you know what, I'm not dealing with you. And if things are developing and you're saying, okay, I've run into a person like you before, but I've handled it that time, I will handle it this time, and see how it develops, see how you've changed. You might just be curious. Because I worked with one person, right, years upon years ago. It was like in my first ever job. And that person was really, really hard. And then years upon years later, I worked with another person that I actually used to confuse their names. They were so similar. But I had to see how I responded to the person now, as opposed to how I responded to that person when I was, in my teens. So as for me, which Spirit is saying, which is going to be what a lot of you Libras want to do. You want to see how you developed, how you changed. But you're not going to be as happy with the change. It's not anything bad, but you're going to think you should have done it better. And that's going to be one of the main themes of this time. Like, I should have done it better. I should have done this. I should have done that. Stop it. You're being way too hard on yourself. And because you're being way too hard on yourself, you're missing a blessing, a gift, the prosperity that is coming your way, because you're going to be too much in your own mind, kind of psychoanalyzing, ripping everything apart, sitting there and saying, okay, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. Leave it alone. The past is the past. I love the old saying, the past is a country you can never visit again. The present is where you stand right now. And the future you have yet to go to. So do not live in the future. You've yet to go there. It's only speculation, right? The past, it's over and done. You're not even in that country anymore. Now it's time to embrace the present. And as you embrace the present, you see that you have won. By not being so hard on yourself, by not sitting there and ripping yourself apart, you will see that you are victorious. But if you rip yourself apart, if you sit there and say, okay, I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have looked at it this way, not this way, you will feel like you haven't accomplished anything, where really during this time, you've accomplished greatness and you are embracing your greatness. It's not greatness that the whole world looks at. It's not I call it the firework life. Everybody wants a firework life. Like, look at me, look at me, look at me. First of all, that's exhausting. Okay, and the people who need to have people looking at them every 5 seconds is too much. And it's not you, Libra. You like your quiet, you like your balance, you like your serenity and your peace. All right? And here, as you move forward, you're going to see you move from what you once thought you would love. You move from the place you once thought you would stand, and you stand more deeply in a profound and powerful and prosperous truth than ever before. You do not need a firework life. Right? You will have moments of fireworks. You will have moments where people just turn to you and go, wow, and it's breathtaking. But you do not need a firework life. Every 5 seconds, something big and amazing happening. So when I say you enter into your greatness, I'm not saying that your neighbors turn towards you or the people in school turn towards you or in college and say, oh my gosh, you're just so wonderful. How could I ever be like you? Type of thing, and have that envy. No, they look at you and they think, wow, that person's got themselves together. They know their stuff. And that's enough. That's something to really be proud of, first of all. And they're also going to see a happiness radiating from you. If you don't let fear and doubt cripple you, okay? Because your own fear, your own doubt, it will loop in your mind and it can derail you. But if you live in your happiness and you say, this is my joy, this is my peace, this is the light that I am following as I move forward, they're going to be so jealous, because I can tell you for absolute certain that even people who have millions of dollars in the bank, they seek happiness. And it's not something you can buy. It's not something that just appears. It is something that is consciously worked towards. Your joy, your happiness, and your sense of bliss. So let's see what your spirit guide animal cards have to say. Libra, January 16th to the 31st. Ooh, goodness. Libra, January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Libra. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, I'm just going to lay these out quietly. I love it. The ants twirled out, when I was shuffling the cards, and they're still here. So that is absolutely brilliant. Spirit was saying if they're supposed to be there, they will be in the reading. And so I put it back in when I was shuffling, but that is beautiful. Now, I forget the song title, but as I was laying out the cards, the song just came into my head. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back street? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. So that's what I'm hearing here. It's kind of like, it's your time. It's all-star. And I don't remember who sings it. Hey, now you're an all-star. Get your show on, get paid. Yeah, that's it. So that's what I'm hearing here. It's like, you're an all-star. You have something great ahead of you. And it's time to heal from the pain and the sorrow that you have been through before. And to know that that's not a place that you're visiting. Yes, you will have new pains. Yes, you will have new sorrows. Yes, there will be new doubts and new fears that come up. But the old ones and the person whose voice you usually hear whispering into your mind, saying, oh no, you can't do it. You're starting to step away from that person. You're starting to step away from that idea and that way of looking at yourself. And you're stepping into a powerful truth that you didn't know you possessed before. Excuse me, because the snake spirit says, time to heal. Then we have the dog spirit, which says, be loyal to what you love. And that's just it. As you move forward, as you don't let distractions pull you down, you are loyal to what you love. You are loyal to who you are. And you move forward in a way that is powerful, that is beautiful, and that is true for you. In loyalty to self. You need to be loyal to yourself. And you need to be loyal to what you love, not what other people want you to love. And with the mouse spirit, it says, tend to the small things. And that's where you're going to see this gift from spirit, coming from divinity, this gift of love, this gift of healing, this gift of tremendous insight into your heart. It comes through the small things. And that's how you're going to connect to people, not through the big things, but through the small things. Through the small things, through small understandings, small comprehensions. And that is going to be so powerful. So in relationships, be it, platonic relationships or romantic relationships, it's going to be the small things that really matter to you. And it's going to be the small things that you really look at for yourself and say, am I doing this correctly? And that's where you're going to beat yourself up over things that other people don't even notice, but that are going to really mean a lot to you during this time. Embrace the small things, yes. That's where you get the biggest gifts. But do not sit there and make the small things everything. Because then that will actually take you further away from this gift from divinity. Then we have the frog spirit, which says, clear out the clutter as you move forward. Clear out the clutter. Let it go. Let it go. Sit there and say, you know what? This is my truth. This is my time. I'm embracing my life. And I'm letting go of the clutter. And I am embracing my passion, my truth, and my power. This moves you to the rhino spirit, which says, overcome any obstacles. And that's what you're doing with the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, you're overcoming the obstacles of not feeling just. You're overcoming the obstacles of being pulled in too many different directions. You're overcoming so many obstacles. And as you overcome the obstacles, you take time to collaborate with spirit, with what your heart wants. You take time to listen to yourself. You could be collaborating with a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or somebody who is astoundingly passionate about things. And you rise. You rise up. And you claim your passion, you claim your fire, and you know that each day is a new day to rise, because you are rising out of bed to embrace a new dawn, a new day. And as you do so, you embrace your new passion, your new power, your new sense of self. Every single day you have that renewal. Embrace it and be empowered by it. This leads you to the fox spirit, which says, think on your feet as you move forward, as you follow the light of your soul and yourself. You're going to be in movement. Think on your feet. Not sit there and think, okay, I have to go back. I have to plan all this out. I have to write up this and that. No, think organically and let things happen, because there's a connection here with you and with nature, with you and your inner nature that really moves you forward in passion and in truth and in power. This leads you to the scarab beetle spirit, which says magic works through you. And that can also be very much so what's keeping you up at night. You're embracing your inner magic, the God's head that lives within you, your passion, your creativity, right? And as you embrace that passion, as you embrace that creativity, there is magic working within you, and you can feel rather uncomfortable, or rather, it's uncomfortable for some of you Libras, but for others of you, it is a sense of like putting too much of your time and energy into something. It's kind of like it becomes an obsession, which we all know what that is like. When you're on a roll and you don't want to stop, and you're so passionate, you're so creative about this project that it becomes your whole entire life, and then you lay down to go to sleep and you just can't. You can't sleep. You can't do anything but what you are creating. If that's the case, write out that high, all right? Definitely try to be able to take care of yourself, most definitely, because you'll actually find that the magic works through you so much better. The passion, the divine creation energy that is working through you at this time will shine so much brighter if you take time for yourself. But also here, make sure that you listen to your heart's call, because for some, you're going to be ignoring the power, the magic, the passion that lies within you, and that's going to be really hard. That's going to make things really overwhelming, right? And rob you of your rest and your sleep. Be loyal to you. Be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to your heart, your soul, yourself. And it's time to collaborate. It's time to share your ideas with others, most definitely. But it's also time to listen to spirit and say, how is it that I'm supposed to move forward? How is it that I'm supposed to get to where I need to be and what I love? Because here you have the coyote spirit, which says, trust in the divine detours. And you're going to be seeing divine detours. They actually get you to your prosperity. They get you to a place that if this would have happened in the time that you thought was right, or that society said was, tongue-tied, society said was the right time, you would never progress the way that you were supposed to. You would never be in the place of passion and power and beauty that divinity wants you to be in and walk into. So here, believe in divine detours. Definitely know that divinity has a path for you and that you are walking that path and that it's going to bring you to bounty, to beauty, and to prosperity that is really going to take your breath away. And then we have the owl spirit. You see clearly now. You see clearly where once you would berate yourself and say, oh my gosh, this war, this battle that I'm fighting. And by war, I mean the war that we have with ourselves, the battle of simply living with the Five of Pentacles, not the Five of Pentacles, with the Five of Swords. This is, the battles that we have faced before, the people who we thought have left that come back and kind of slap us in the face, the situations that we thought, okay, I handled that really well, or oh my gosh, I never have to handle that again. And that we would give our eye teeth, never to have cross our paths that start to come. You see clearly now. You see why they're in your path. You see the lesson that you need to learn from divinity, from spirit, from this life, from past lives. I mean, you could be facing a whole new situation and just have this feeling like, oh my gosh, I've done this 100 times. I have that sometimes with certain foods. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've eaten this so much, I just don't like it anymore. And it's been the first time I've ever eaten it, or the second time I've ever eaten it. And so it's not true. But in my mind, it's like, oh my gosh. So that's what you're going to have here. It's like, oh my gosh, that's what some of you Libras are going to have. Others, you're going to be able to know exactly what I'm talking about, exactly what Spirit is saying. So know here, be open. Be open to the fact that everything is changing and that you have greater power and greater clarity now than you did before. And use that, embrace it, because it is moving you to the Frog Spirit, which says you're clearing out the clutter. You do not need the clutter of a past life muddling in this life. The hardships, the pains, the disappointments, the joys. Yeah, sure, take those. But declutter yourself from past hurts, past pains, past disappointments that have become interwoven within your DNA. And this is also from your ancestors, from your family. All right? There are things that we inherit. And I believe that they soak into us. They're within our DNA. We hear them so much when we're growing up that we take in our parents' insecurities, we take in their doubts, their fears, and here you're letting that all go. And you're saying, this is me. I am a Libra. I am balance. I am truth. I am justice above and most powerfully for myself. And you move forward in that balance. Also, Libra, you love love, right? And that is going to be a huge part of you. If you watch your parents get divorced, if you saw people that you really love get hurt by their partner, that's going to have a lasting effect on you. And be open and honest with yourself about that. And be open and honest with yourself about what you want from love and what you need from love to move you forward. As you do so, you are loyal to what you love. And you are loyal to yourself, which is profoundly beautiful. Your subconscious message for your spirit guide animal card is the lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. And this is one of my favorite cards. Dream the world into being. It all starts within your mind, within your dreams, within your desires, within your passions. Dream the world into being, and you will be unstoppable. Know the power of your mind, the power of your thoughts. This then leads you to your subconscious chakra message, which is your inner child. Embrace your inner child. Embrace your inner joy, your inner happiness, your inner passion and love. Also embrace your heart chakra, because your heart is so important to you. Then you have your sacred earth subconscious message, which is magnetism. Things are drawn to you, and you are drawn to things at this time. People, things, places. They call to you. Listen to it. Listen to it, because even if there's no reason that you were in that place at that time, that you see right now, you'll see it later on. Things are going to be drawn to you. You are going to be drawn to things. Embrace it. Embrace the way Spirit is leading you forward. Okay, like a magnet. Connected, drawn to, connecting with another magnet. It's going to be beautiful, and you're going to see a synchronicity to things during this time that you hadn't expected, that you hadn't thought of, that you hadn't seen. And this leads you to the subconscious message for this whole entire reading, which is the 10 of Wands. Now you have a repeat of the number 10, and you have the 10 of Pentacles and you have the 10 of Wands. These are both the earthly plane. So you are completing a cycle on this earthly plane. You are entering into a new phase of your life. Do not get caught up in having to handle the burdens of other people and everything else, because that's going to take away from your joy. You're going to think, okay, if I just hold on to this, okay, if I just hold on to this, okay, if I just hold on to this for this person, for that person, I'm really helping them out. They'll appreciate it. No, they're going to be stunted because they're going to think, Libra, you got this. I don't need to deal with it. Put down your burdens. Definitely put down theirs. And look at what you want. Look at what you want to create. Look at what you're passionate about. And it leads you forward. It leads you forward in a way that is freeing, in a way that is beautiful. Yes, it's going to be chaotic. Herding geese is chaotic. They go one way, they go the other. They have a mind of their own. They start to glide and everything like that. It can be messy, but it's also going to be exhilarating. Following your dreams, it's going to be messy. Your passion, your creativity, everything that the wands stand for, but it's also going to be brilliant and powerful. All right, Libra, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you, and I love you all. Bye.